Hey guys, it's Natalie from NatsNumbers, and today we're going to talk about insecurity. Now, this is something that's very prevalent right now for a lot of us because we are in a 3 universal month in numerology. And this is the archetype of the artist. So if you can think about like the character of the sculptor, the painter, the musician, invariably, when you have something to express and something to share that's incredibly profound, something to create, there's always the experience of self-doubt of, is what I'm going to express truly of value? Is it truly of worth? Will it be well received? And will there be an audience? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to use insecurity as a positive force in developing your brilliance, okay? Because in coaching and counseling, we either overemphasize insecurity and we like dig into your like childhood traumas, or we underemphasize it and we only focus on your strengths. And the way that I see insecurity is that insecurity by other people's perception, probably your own right now as you're thinking about something that makes you feel small, it's a darkness, it's negativity. But insecurity is actually the shadow of our own internal brilliance. And it's just a matter of recognizing and accepting this insecurity to be able to see the light and to see something incredibly profound. So let's get into these 2 tips that I have for you guys today on how to see insecurity and follow insecurity to one of your biggest assets. So number 1, insecurity is a sort of guidepost of humbling you down. So when you feel insecure, it's a signal that you've gotten into your ego. And the ego is a place where you feel like you need to be in control and you need to look a certain way. Now, being humble and humbling down is not about being a small, inconsequential person or by negating your brilliance or your radiance. A truly humble person just doesn't care how they look. They're not identifying with the individual self. A humble person is immersed in an experience. And so this is something that's very profound. What insecurity and imperfection, by the way, does is that it helps you fall through the cracks of your ego, of your surface self, so that you can arrive at your soul. So what I want to ask you then, with this current insecurity that just keeps coming up this month over and over again, that's preventing you from connecting, from developing friendships, from achieving a more effortless business relationship, from expressing and creating something on paper or on a canvas, I want you to ask yourself whether you are involved and diving into the experience. That is the key. The humbling down nature of insecurity allows you to slough off the detachment, the feeling that you are an individual, that you are separate, and to jump into the flow of your soul's true calling and of your purpose, which is what we've been dialoguing about in these videos for a long time. All right? So how can you jump into the experience? How can you jump into the flow of something bigger and larger than you? That is one of the first powerful elements of insecurity. Number 2 is that insecurity is really a signal of your greatest asset. So I want you to ask yourself, what is your biggest weakness? What is your biggest insecurity? What is your biggest liability? What makes you totally weird, odd, eccentric, and off? That is the thing that is going to be the number 1 asset in you, for you as a spouse, as a partner, as a business person, as a client. You fill in the blanks. That weirdness is what makes you exceptional, okay? So I want you to figure out, I want you to write down what that biggest weakness, what that biggest insecurity is, and I want you to write down five reasons why this makes you invaluable. For instance, one of the things that I wrote down when I did this exercise is that I always want people to like me, right? But when I wrote down what makes me invaluable is it, number 1, makes me incredibly sensitive to what other people are feeling, right? So that I can actually tell when somebody needs something, for instance, a client. The other thing that it does is it means that I care deeply about other people. So another positive thing. So I want you to, again, take this weakness, this insecurity, and reframe it. Let me give you one example really quick. Lady Gaga, all right? Lady Gaga is a 1 archetype. She's the pioneer. And a lot of pioneers feel like they stand out, right? Like a sore thumb, like a 1. There's just nobody else like them. And she talks about when she was in high school that she felt like she was weird, that she was not a part of the crowd, that she was into things that other people weren't into. She was unconventional, and she was all about things that were not accepted in society. And guess what? She turned that oddness and that uniqueness and that ability to stand out as her number one greatest asset. So I want you to dialogue with me below, comment below this video, let me know what your biggest weakness is and why that can be one of the most invaluable assets in your life. If you need help, I will come and I will dialogue with you. All right, please comment, rate this video, let me know how you guys are doing, and I'm also going to comment below in the description box and give you a couple more ideas of how your insecurity right now is actually a very, very positive thing. So go ahead and check that out too. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.